We got one at the top ring, one's in the bottom ring. One to your left. What's happening?
Talk. No one is talking. Come on.
Mike's clear.
You guys need to keep talking. Like, seriously, start talking to each other.
Dropping down. Cheating. Pushing courtyard all over the damn place. Corner sniper. Better fight. Down, he's down.
Nice help, Mongus. Remember, when you know shields, just try and stay alive. Don't force anything.
One's up at their feet. Ring 2. Alright, we got ring, guys. Let's just hold it down.
Nice. Good shit. Get up.
Sniper's still in their snipe hut. Yep.
You know this shit. No. It's taking over the game.
Pushing rocks up. Sniper, watch out, guys. I'm baiting them. Watch I'm backed off a little bit. I'm back. Another one going up to their car line right there. You know. top of their bonfire. Oh, we got three.
Game over.
Alright, I got a lot to say.
Good job, Peanut. Yeah, Peanut. Oh, no.
Alright, so, pretty much what I noticed on the red team, I couldn't hear, obviously, the blue team as much, Peanut, besides your kills. I don't really know how well your team did, but, red team, like, we, like, a lot of the times, like, just, like, alright, so, like, communication-wise, what you guys need to do is, like, you guys say a lot of worthless shit in your callouts. Like, you'll say, let's say, oh, I see 2 guys, ring 2. Like, that doesn't even need to be a callout. It just is 2 ring 2. Not 2 guys, not I see ring 2, there's 2 guys at ring 2, none of that. Just, you say the number of people, you say the location of where they're at. If they're going somewhere, you say where that. So let's say 2 ring 2, we're going to our courtyard. You'd say 2 ring 2 to our courtyard. Like, obviously, if it's, you know, their rocks, our rocks, that matters. So, like, 2 our rocks, 2 their rocks, not 2 in our rocks or that rock. So you need to make everything as quick as possible so that you guys can get it out easily. Like, that's the biggest thing is with callouts is that people, like, get frustrated because it's such a fast-paced game that it's almost your callout seems worthless, or the callout seems worthless because it's so long. And it's not, it will be worthless by the time you finish saying it. So what you need to do is just literally cut it down. Like, let's say there's 2 ring 2 and, like, more. There's one time, I think it was 2 ring 2 or something, or someone was ring 2 guys ring 2. One of them was weak. Someone died and said, there's 2 at ring 2. Like, it should be, if there's a guy that you weakened, like, let's say it was I don't know, Falcon and Peanut, and there's 2 guys, those 2 guys ring 2, and you guys are like, oh, there's 2 in ring 2. It should be 2 ring 2, Peanut's weak. That's it. Concise, to the point, you get it out there, and that's it. And, like, another huge thing is, like there's only one time you guys said, oh, back off, or, oh, I got your help, like, any of that kind of stuff, you always need to be talking to each other. Like, when you guys are shooting 2 guys in rocks, like, say, like, yo, 2 guys in rocks, we need help. Like, no one makes any effort to push onto the same side. Like, there was one time where someone was like, oh, you got sniped on your flag or something from their hut from Peanut, and you're, like, still sniping their hut. Like, if they're still sniping in your hut, and why are we going on rock side still to try and get sniped again? Like, we should be just pushing in our snipe side and in their rocks, and, you know, take out that angle. Like, if you need to, like I said, like, it's almost a chess game. Like, if you're over on that side of the map, like, if they have, like, a huge thing about Halo is the reason it's so situational is because you can recognize their advantage, and if you recognize that they have an advantage, like, all right, let's say like I said, in rocks, you know, if you guys spawned in rocks and there was 3 guys at our sniper, which there was at one time, there was 3 guys at our sniper and you guys all spawned rocks, and you guys did the same thing that I told you not to do, which is go back to our flag and try and push your way out, and it worked for you guys, like, thankfully, but, like, against a good team, or not against a good team, but against, a team that would have been able to hold it down, like, that would never happen. Like, you can't get out of that situation by just pushing back to your base. So what you need to do is you need to be able to not only see that kind of stuff, but you need to be able to recognize their advantage, like, acknowledge it that they have an advantage at this time, and make it a disadvantage. All right, well, they have sniper control. Well, how does that make an advantage on you? Well, because you're in rocks. So what can you do to make it a disadvantage? Oh, push to their base. Now, them having your control doesn't mean shit, you know what I mean? So, like, a lot of the times you guys just you're like, oh, they got an advantage, well, let me just keep going into it. Like, that should not be the case. Like, another huge thing, you guys hesitate all the time. Like, you guys had ring 2 a decent bit. Like, red team, you guys had ring 2 a decent bit, but you still hesitated on making moves. Like, you guys would get there, get ring 2, get 1 kill or something, or a guy would be weak, and no one would make the effort to say 1 shot here, or one call out there. Like, every single time you guys say weak 1 shot, like, if you say, let's say, Falcons 1 shot their bonfire, like, that was never a call out. If that was a call out, someone could easily drop from ring 2 and chase them and get the 1 shot kill. But, like, literally, the reason you guys like lost, I mean, like, obviously I can't speak on behalf of the blue team, but the reason the red team lost is purely because of, like, communication wise. Like, you don't say I'm with you, You don't say, no shields. Like, there was a few times you guys would say, oh, I died, or, you know, you were pushing this way, and you go, oh, I died, that kind of stuff. But, like, in reality, like, you don't use the communication that's so vital. Like, literally, every single time you make a call out, force it to if they're weak in your head, it, like, alright, so, like, every single person in the map is anonymous and can just their call out. Like, let's say there's a guy or sniper, 1R sniper, that's fine. If you put a shot on him, then if you put a shot on him, then it's Falcon's weak or sniper. Name, like, every single time. As soon as he's weak, it changes from anonymous to name. Because now your teammate, if he shoots the guy at sniper, and he think, you know, like, let's say I see a guy at sniper, and I think he's weak, and I shoot OCCR, I get 4 shots on him, and he's not dead, then I'm saying, I'm going to be bitcher. I'm going to say, yeah, he's not weak. And he's, oh, that was the other guy. Well, cut that shit out. Just make it easy. Say Falcon's weak at her snipe, and that's it. Like, no one, you guys didn't have, literally, like, I mean, I hate to be, like, blunt, but, like, there was not even, like serious a decent amount of communication, and like, the way to get there, like, you guys not only, like, obviously you heard me say a bunch of times, like, why aren't you guys talking, or talk more, like, get into it, like, think about, like, I don't know, like, playing horse or something in basketball. Like, you're just sitting there shooting, taking your shots, you know? Like, how well does horse transfer over to the real game of basketball? Like, not well, because people are trying their asses off. They're using strategy. They're using, you know, all the shit they set up in their practices, and you're gonna get smacked if you've only played horse. And you guys over here are trying to play competitive Halo, and you're not playing it at the level that you can. Like, when you guys can play at 50% and take 2 weeks to get good, or you can play at 100% and take 1 week. So, like, you need to seriously think about that kind of stuff. Like, when you guys, like, want to get the most out of, you know, like, I assume you guys want to get the most out of these lessons, and also, like, you know, your gameplay when you log on, because, I mean, time is money. So, like, you guys are over here, like, trying, like, don't just try on your screen, try in your voice. Like, my biggest pet peeve in Halo is that, like, I don't care if we lose. I do not care if we lose, but I do care if we lose not trying. Like, if I'm calling out nonstop and no one else is around me, then that just shows me that they don't want to win. If no one is telling me, oh, there's a guy behind you, Eric, like, then, you know what? Something's up, because that should not fucking happen, because we need to be giving it our all. And, like, you guys had the few times where you would work and be together, you know, more, I saw you get pissed in that game. And, like, that kind of spark right there, like, when you have that spark, it shouldn't be a spark into silence, because that's what something, like, no offense to, like, some Slayers, but, like, back in the day, for instance, Neighbor would have that, like, God, motherfucker, and then, you know what, he goes into silent mode. Well, guess what? Guess why Neighbor was considered, you know, that type of mode, the Neighbor mode? Well, because he did that. Instead of someone who gets sparked, like, let's say, like, T-squared, he says, God fucking damn it, yo, let's fucking go, and then tries to psych his team up, like, why aren't we fucking trying? Like, that's the kind of spark you need. You can't get pissed and let it affect you in a negative way. You gotta get pissed and let it affect you in a positive way. Start bringing your team up. Try your ass off. Like, no one's, like I said, like, you guys can give it your all on your screen, but what matters the most is your voice. Like, every single time you guys, like, let's say Doom, you had camo. Like, you could say, I got camo, I'm pushing their courtyard, like, someone watch me, or I'm getting a flank going.